The Isle of Mull is the second largest island of the Inner Hebrides and lies off the west coast of Scotland. The ferry journey from Oban to the port of Craignure on Mull takes about 45 minutes. The changeable Scottish weather is showing its sunnier side today. As we depart the little hilly port of Oban, the mist lifts and the light is perfect. So Richard takes full advantage while it lasts. As the ferry ploughs gently through the calm blue seas on its 11-mile voyage to Craignure, the passengers on deck are treated to the fresh sea air and beautiful scenery on the way to Mull. Duart Castle is the oldest castle on Mull and has a 700-year history with the MacLean clan. The waters of the Sound of Mull welcome seafarers toward its hilly wooded coastline, revealing in time the little port at Craignure, where we are disembarking the ferry.
Oh, it's nice to be back. Let me see, I think I'll go around here, park up here, and so we can get a shot of the boat leaving. What's he doing? Got a bit of dirt on the sensor now, so I'll get that out a bit later on. You never know when the newspapers might want a picture to show the fact that tourist buses are popular on the island.
The Mull ferry, aptly named the Isle of Mull, was built in 1988 at Port Glasgow on the Clyde. She is designed to carry up to 80 cars and 900 passengers. Many holidaymakers use the ferry to link up with the coach tours to Iona to the west of Mull. Tobermory, the main village on Mull, is some 20 miles north of Craignure. The 45-minute drive is definitely one to enjoy.
We're driving up the coastal road from Craignure up to Tobermory, and as it's a nice day, we may be able to stop and take some nice pictures. We're going to drive along the coastal road, which is only has bypassing places only, so you have to drive with care. We're going to make our way to our hotel first. We're going down a very steep hill, and we'll be entering the main street of Tobermory. On the right here is Tobermory Distillery, and straight ahead is the main street. And just further up the street here is a very colourful post office. I should imagine it's the most colourful in Britain.
A few minutes away from Tobermory's main street on the harbour and Fisherman's Pier is the Highland Cottage Hotel, set amidst the quiet elegance of the town's conservation area. David and Joe Curry's award-winning small hotel and fine dining restaurant is Richard's base for the week.
The visitor's registration book. Yeah. Seems to be a lot of British, Scottish, USA, Spanish. And I'll put down English, not British.
Right. Adventures in Mull.
Right, crikey, for general release.
Richard, who lives in Marlow, Buckinghamshire, is amazed to learn that David had an office in Lane End, a few miles from Marlow, until quite recently. It's a small world.
Right off to the pond, and not next. The pub opposite was the. Was it Clay
Osborne?
Arms?
The
We were
Osborne.
next to the Osborne Arms.
Right, okay. We're just wondering about sunsets. What time do sunsets happen here? Because tonight it may be nice.
Quite late at the moment. Well, one of the best places I suggest you go is up towards Glengorm.
Here in my backpack is all the equipment I carry on my travel photographic assignments. First of all, I carry 2 camera bodies. This one here is a Nikon D100 and the other is a Nikon D200. Now the reason I carry 2 cameras is that if one packs up on a job, then I've always got the other one to fall back on. Also in this bag I carry 3 lenses. One is a wide angle lens, the other one is a mid-range lens, and the last one is a telephoto lens which allows me to take photographs from a long distance. This is a wide angle lens. It's a 12 to 24 millimeter. Bit more like a fisheye. And this mid-range lens is a 24 to 85 millimeter. And here I have a Nikon 85 to 400 telephoto lens, which is ideal for wildlife photography and also for subjects about half a mile away. To keep the cameras working, I have a battery charger, camera batteries, and a selection of memory cards which will allow me to store my images onto these cards so that I can download it onto my laptop later on.
Checked in, showered, and with a change of clothes, the hotel's dining room is definitely the place to be this evening.
Okay.
Sit down here, Richard.
Sit down over
Yes,
there.
yes, yes.
Oh, I see, right.
Make yourselves at home.
Behave yourself.
Yes, relax.
Thank you very
Don't
much.
fidget, just relax.
Thank you. Nice day out there. Next 2 days are going to be good as
Been
well.
lucky today, because this has been a nice day.
Well, tomorrow and Wednesday are going to be the same. The Highland Cottage is much frequented by foodies who travel from far and wide to enjoy the venison, Aberdeen Angus and lobster dishes on the menu here.
Yeah, nice one. Very nice. Fantastic.
Just do a small, two small ones. How do you like that?
Get it in there.
Hot.
They haven't.
Let's try this one. Nice.
Okay.
Still very hot.
The restaurant has been consistently awarded 2 rosettes by the AA since 2000. Only the freshest of locally sourced ingredients, scallops from Tobermory Bay, crabs from Croig on the west coast of Mull, and Inverlusa mussels, to name but a few examples. The Guardian referred to the Highland Cottage as having the best restaurant on the island. Richard was definitely another satisfied diner.
Now this is Sowersby Castle. I don't know much about it, but it's one of the major tourist attractions on the island, the Isle of Mull. And I thought I'd just take a picture of this. It might be useful again for stock picture, or in case they might want to illustrate Scottish stately homes and castles for the travel publications. think that would be even better. The thing is about photography, it's alright having lovely equipment, the best there is, but it doesn't make you a photographer. What makes you a photographer is to have a good artistic eye. Because that way I can get the whole building in, as well as the tulips in the foreground. And that nice statue. That makes a nice combination anyway. I mean, the sun is not that bright, but I prefer it with soft light rather than harsh light. That's where you have problems. That statue makes a nice composition. I'm going to take a picture of the back of the house, but there's a person in a pink shirt. I want to hide him out of the way. And I'm just going to move over here, get the statue. That's it, he's disappeared. Yes, that makes a nice combination. Yeah, with the statue in the house. And so I will take this one with the lady, I don't know, but it's quite a nice statue with a lady with a bag and a bottle there. I think I'll go forward a bit.
Tobermory was built as a fishing port in the late 18th century and is now the main village and capital of Mull. It is a picture postcard of a place with brightly painted buildings along the main street to the pier. High woodland fringed hills protect the bay from strong winter winds. The village has a good variety of shops, hotels and restaurants, as well as being the administrative centre for the island. More recently, Tobermory has been the setting for the children's programme Balamory. Tobermory Distillery is a famous old and very small business. Founded in 1798, it has been closed and reopened many times over the years. Most recently refurbished and reopened again in 1990, it is a popular tourist attraction. Original coppers and other distilling equipment now produce 2 whiskies, a malt and a blended. Guided tours are good value, and tastings are always a popular way to enliven the taste buds.
I don't like it anyway.
However, too many drams of the hard stuff can lead to unexpected mishaps.
Oh, I've got to go into the water.
What happened?
My lens cap fell off and it's gone down into the water, so you have to, where is it? You have to, I have to hold on to this, you hold on to that.
I'm filming.
It's disappeared, hasn't it?
I can't see it.
No, neither can I.
Don't you fall. Your ships, are they quite grippy, your shoes?
Huh?
Are they grippy shoes?
Yes, they are, grippy shoes.
Right. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Get down low.
No.
Get down low. Richard, don't, I can't hold
What do you mean?
Get down low.
What do you mean?
On your bottom, not like that.
Oh, yeah, it'll be alright like that.
That's it, like that. That's the way.
Yeah, okay. So, trim more. More toe. More toe.
Don't slip on the wet stuff.
There's more?
Yeah, but don't slip on the wet stuff. Can you see it? No more. That's it. No more.
That's it. Okay.
Don't you fall in. Well, if you do, I can't save you, so don't. Seriously, I can't go in there. It's about 40 feet deep.
Right.
What happened
Looks
there?
like
What happened there, Richard?
Can't find that lens hood. I'm not going to bother going down there and trying to find it.
Where was it? What happened to the lens hood?
It just fell off my lens. Just rolled off down here and disappeared into the sea. Oh well, never mind. That's it. I'll take this back to the garage now. You've got some great stuff here, haven't you? I'm a bit pissed. Bit peeved.
Oh,
Anything else?
You tried.
Yeah. Alright, right go back. Well, I was just to put the camera away and the lunch hood, went down there on the floor and all the way down that steep concrete embankment and into those, into the seaweed over there. I did see it for a while, but anyway, it's gone now. That's it. So what I do now, I just phone up the company that I buy the equipment from and send me another lens hood. Not the end of the day, not the end of the world either. So there we go. The reason I've lost my lens cap in the sea has nothing to do with my visit to the Tobermory distillery.
The award-winning Sea Life Surveys is a family-run business operating marine wildlife cruises around the Hebrides and has been doing this for the past 25 years.
I'm taking all my camera equipment, which is packed in the backpack here. Taking my coat just for now. At least I've got something to keep me warm for the rest of the day.
Richard has high hopes of an exciting day's photography. Today's tour is taking about a dozen nature enthusiasts on a 4-hour cruise around Mull's Islands. With 3 boats offering various cruises all year, Sea Life Surveys has a trip for everyone, whether searching for whales, dolphins, sharks, or observing the incredible diversity of bird life.
Oh, it's a very nice view. Better than it was when I last came because it was very cloudy. And I go down a little closer, tighten the picture up a bit more. That's it. Look, if I'd have just had this camera a few weeks, and look, the rubber's just coming away. That's not very good, is it? So get that sorted with Nikon when I get back. Can't have it like that. I've got to move around a bit so that it give me a choice to see what's the best picture, the best angle. So just don't take one picture and that's it. Just move around and take a series of pictures, and you can always delete them if you don't like them on your computer. But there's always bound to be one that you will like. Anyway, it's absolutely perfect today. I've produced panorama pictures handheld.
Ooh.
Really, you shouldn't really be doing that. You should actually have a tripod. That's better. That's how I want it. So I can produce upright pictures for the panorama shots. God, dear me. I'll be doing my nut in a minute. What the hell is going on? That's better. I think, quite frankly, by the time I messed about with it, the sun would be gone out for good. I just don't like it. Forget it. Right, let's wait for the sun to come out again. One more. That looks good. I'm happy with that.
This week's weather in Mull has been unusually warm and settled, even for the month of May. About 40 minutes drive from Tobermory to the west coast of Mull is the perfect location for watching amazing sunsets. Richard heads off for what he hopes will be a great photo opportunity, a wonderful red sunset, and he's not disappointed. Just one small technical hitch.
Bastard! Playing up like hell. What's going on? This is driving me crazy, this was. Stupid. Driving me up the wall now, decided to do his own bloody thing. They put so much stuff on here, it's just not true half the time. Right, let's have a look. And it says empty. Well, it's not empty, because how can it be? Got the card in here.
Yeah.
And it keeps saying... I've never had this before, never. And I want a picture of that, and it plays silly buggers. Bugger you. Here's I bloody tell you. I can't even do anything. Well, what does E... I know what E means. It means it's... Let's have a look. That's all I've taken. But why does it want to do that? Alright. Let's switch it over here and see what happens. God. This is driving me up the wall, this would. I'm going to miss that. I'll swap to another camera. I can bugger with this bloody thing.
Even the best maintained cameras can play up occasionally. Richard usually finds a solution to the problem, but a sunset waits for no one.
It's not the camera, it's the lens.
Oh, what's it
I've
doing?
had this problem before.
What's it doing?
Keeps showing up EE, and I haven't got this instruction book at the moment, so
Right.
I just have to. But if I read the instruction book now, that would be gone. I ain't wasting time looking at the instruction book. I sort this out myself.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Let's have a look and see what I can get. I hate it when anything goes wrong like this. What you call Sod's Law. Let's have a look. It seems to be working. Oh, gosh. Now that's... Start again. I don't understand this tonight. Right. Let's have a look. See if we can get it right. It's a bit better. The others are totally underexposed. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm happy with it now. I just dropped the lens cap. There's another piece of equipment I keep
Where's
losing.
it gone?
Oh well, I see it's now under the car.
Well, let's have a look.
Well, I have to have a look. Oh, too far under there. I can see it. That's it. That's all I need. And like yesterday when I lost my lens hood for good, at least I've got this back.
A new dawn, a new day, and the island of Iona lies 1 mile off Mull's southwest coast and is today's destination. The scenic 35-mile journey from Tobermory takes about 1.5 hours.
Across over there is Iona, a very small island, and the cars are no cars are allowed over there, except locals who live over there. So anyway, you can leave the car here all day, and go over there and have a look around. But first of all, I'm going to take a look. Right. Okay, now watch this.
You don't work in?
Well, let the other bloke in.
No, just go through, just pull the thing towards you and go through. That's what we
He's got to do it.
put it towards you. Put that's it.
The ferry crossing from Fionport is a short one, but there's always pictures to be taken on the way. Iona is a tiny spiritual island of typically Hebridean beauty and welcomes many thousands of tourists each year. Iona has been the centre of Christian worship for almost 1500 years. The original monastery was founded by St. Columba in AD 563, but destroyed by Vikings in the 9th and 10th centuries. The present 13th century abbey has been restored over time and is still undergoing some building work today. The abbey is a most popular attraction.
Being a travel photographer is not that plain sailing, because some of the pictures look really fantastic to my eye, but there's always maybe some rubbish, or especially people wearing red clothing. They really put me off, because when you view a photograph you see a person in a red cardigan or whatever, that the eye just aims straight to the red.
The island is just 3 square miles in area with a population of 125. No wonder Iona is renowned for its tranquility and natural undisturbed beauty.
Nice and relaxing this, nice white beach, and nobody just disturbed me, so I'll probably spend about maybe 20 minutes before I start moving off again. There are times during the day you need to take a rest. Can't be spending all the time clicking away. It gets pretty tiring, especially when carrying a backpack like this.
The Iona Nunnery was an Augustinian convent established here in 1203. The ruins of this nunnery stand in a peaceful garden adjacent to Iona's main and only village, Bale Moor. Only a small community of nuns would have lived here. The buildings have been ruinous for nearly 300 years, though enough survives to make the nunnery both romantic and interesting.
I tried to take a photograph of this nice post office sign and the post box and a bit of sea in the background, but unfortunately there's a big ugly trailer in the background, so you know it doesn't make it look good in the photograph. Alright, you can rub it out in Photoshop, but that's not the point. I've either taken an original picture and that's it. I don't like rubbing things out. I'm now on the ferry going back from Iona back to Mull, which takes about a 10-minute crossing. Here we are, just there. Totally unexpected. I mean, photograph animals, wild animals. You know, some days you get them, and other days you don't. I mean, you could spend days, or it could just happen within minutes. You can never tell. That is a grey seal. That was taken shortly after I disembarked from my boat, and I was told by the boat crew that there are 2 of them lurking about in the waters, and you can actually feed them with fish by hand.
Richard returns to his base, the Highland Cottage Hotel in Tobermory, for some refreshment and after to view and edit his pictures.
Here I have a picture of an abbey, which is very famous on the island, and this cross here is over 1,000 years old. The island is very spiritual. all to do with St Columba, who came over from Ireland to Scotland in around I think 500 AD. Whilst on my visit to Iona, I went and had a look at some of the lovely beaches, and you were thinking you would be in the Caribbean because the beaches are so white with nice clear blue sea. And I saw these sandpipers dashing up and down the beach in search of food. We've had some fantastic weather here, and also I was able to get some lovely sunsets. The sun gradually disappearing over the horizon, and this is the sort of results you end up with. Yeah, I think that's quite a nice moody shot. Ideal for postcards. This is a late afternoon, early evening shot of Tobermory. This is one of the best times to get photographs at this time of day, and this is a very colourful little port with different coloured houses, and I like the reflection on the water. And the light is so good up in Scotland, and because the air is so clear.
Wildlife is one of Richard's favourite photographic subjects. He's meeting up with one of the Isle of Mull wildlife expedition tours about 20 minutes down the road. There's a lot of interest on the shoreline, and all cameras are focusing on a family group of otters swimming amongst the weed and rocks. Not an uncommon sight in Mull, but still an exciting photo opportunity.
These group of people have spotted an otter on the shore, and damn if I could see it. It's that small, not worth taking a photograph of it. If I wanted to take a photograph of it, I need the biggest lens you can get on the market. But anyway, to cart that around, it'd be so damn heavy, it'd be back-breaking. So anyway, I'm just watching this lot enjoying themselves. It's a long time since I've had a doubler. I'm just wondering how maybe this has something to do with it. Let's have a look. Oh yeah.
Well, when I turn around to come back,
I'm just dying to go to the loo, so there's plenty of open space around here, but it's just a matter of doing it in private without these people down there looking at me. See you in a minute. Don't follow me.
For most of Mull's wildlife there is no off-season. Unlike ospreys and other migrant species which leave Scottish shores in autumn, there are many others that stay all year round. Traffic is mostly sparse, so the wildlife here is not constantly disturbed. On a good day you'll see deer, seals, otters, white-tailed and golden eagles, and travelling around Mull there's always wonderful scenery and fresh air to add to the experience.
By the time you fiddle about with this camera, for changing it from auto to manual, you've got the lens on auto, and then you forget that the camera is not on auto, it's on manual. So I have to check that this is on auto. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Often it seems the most traditional ways of life, fishing for example, have suffered the most from outside pressures. Some of Mull's smaller fleets have disappeared as a result of overfishing. These wrecks reflect that economic downturn.
It's interesting, it's nice and colourful. Got the bright yellow gorse here, then you've got the reflection of the gorse over there in the water, and then you've got some more colour of yellow gorse on top of the bridge, and then you've got the mountain range on the background. So that makes a nice interesting picture. Problems we have when I do a lot of travel photography is that okay, there's no toilet facilities, immediate toilet facilities, so you just have to do it behind a bush or whatever. But I'm also aware of the environment, to make sure that I just do it somewhere where I don't pollute the water or whatever. So yes, you just have to do it discreetly wherever you are in the countryside.
These photographs, and all the thousands of others he's taken on his assignment in Mull, will be edited and sent out to his agency and magazine clients. Richard's week on Mull has been a truly memorable one.
Russ has just given me a script and I can't stick to it.
Come on, do it, come on.
Anyway, I keep repeating this. I can understand actors making they're fluffing their lines. I can't do it. I know how actors really fluff their lines.
Get going, hurry up. Go on. Running out of tape.